So here is the truth behind the myth of El Dorado. The prehistoric people of the central Amazon transformed the very earth beneath their feet. From their black soil sprang a civilization that lasted for over 1,000 years. They fashioned works of art to rival those of the Mayas and Incas. They built towns and even cities that spread across the jungle. Eventually, they settled the Amazon basin with millions and millions of people. It seems Orellana was telling the truth after all. But if there really had been a great society here, what had become of it? How could it have disappeared so suddenly and so completely? The most likely answer is tragically simple.
When the Europeans arrived here, they found a population with a lot of susceptibility to disease. And so disease took off like a wildfire in dry straw. And over 200 years, the population just crashed.
Smallpox, influenza, measles. These were the agents of the rapid and complete destruction of Amazonian civilization. Orellana was both the first and last European to set eyes on it. The disease which followed in his wake destroyed in a few decades what had taken centuries to create. And so a people who once dominated this landscape disappeared almost without leaving a trace. Today the jungle has reclaimed the places where there used to be towns and cities. But that is not the end of their story. There is one final twist in this tale. And it's to do with the Indians' mysterious Black Earth. Today, the Amazon rainforest is under threat as never before. Millions of acres are being wiped out every year as farmers slash and burn their way across the jungle in a largely futile attempt to turn it into farmland. The problem is, once the forest has been cleared, the rain just washes all the goodness out of the soil. Often, after just a few years, the farmers have to move on, leaving only wasteland behind. It's one of the great environmental disasters. But now scientists have started to wonder. If millions of prehistoric Indians once lived sustainably in the Amazon, then perhaps we can learn from them. What is the secret of the Terra Preta? Why is it so fertile year after year? There may be a clue in Orellana's account of that first journey down the Amazon.
We entered the dominion of Aperio in St. John's Day, and already the Indians were beginning to burn over their fields.
If Orellana's observation is accurate, then the Indians were using fire, but clearly not in our slash and burn fashion. Detailed analysis of the terra preta has shown it to be full of burnt plant material, but in a special form: charcoal.
Charcoal is in the area here made largely with earthen kilns, where organic material like these logs are piled up and earthen mounds are built around them, and under partial exclusion of oxygen you get this charcoal.
Charcoal is made when you only partially burn the trees and plants. This makes it different to slash and burn, where the plant life and all the nutrients it contains are completely reduced to ash. This can be swiftly washed away by the rain. But charcoal can last in the soil for hundreds of years.
So one of the hypotheses is that the Amerindian populations actually used some sort of slash and char technique as a soil fertility enhancer.